What is up, my frosty brethren? My name is Arctic, and today I'm bringing you guys some Gears of War discussion. This is my weekly video I've been doing for video series, I should say. I've been doing for Gears 4. It was announced back in spring of this past year, 2014, and you know, I'm trying to stay pretty consistent with it. Now, this week I want to talk about playlists. You know, I have several videos in the past running ranked, active reload. We talked about it, which is a live show we did for Gears. We talked about playlist structure quite a bit, having way too many, you know, playlists and segmenting the population, having separate DLC that doesn't allow people to play certain maps. You know, I've talked about this in the past. I think on Frag Logic, having a new model for DLC. That way it doesn't segment the population, whether that be letting all the maps be free and then letting people join in there and offering some different DLC, maybe it be a new story, whatever the case may be. I feel like by having separate maps, it's again segmenting the population, adding to that playlist issue, and then obviously making the experience less fun. So for me, again, it's just a discussion. I know this will cause some people to be like, oh no, fuck you, this is terrible. Look, I'm not trying to whatever you think it needs to work, let me know. So you know, I'm not trying to start a war with anybody that feels strongly about their game mode, but for the purpose of this video, again, it's just discussion. All right, so this is the one where I think it's going to probably cause, actually probably two, but this is the one I think is going to cause the most issues with a lot of you. I feel like Execution and Warzone are redundant. I feel like they are redundant game modes. They are basically the same. And I feel like having both of them is a waste. There's no reason to have one or the other. Most of you will probably say Warzone, which is completely fine. I know there's some diehard Warzone players, but the bottom line is the same damn mode. Like, I don't understand why that was even a thing when it was first implemented. It is the same mode. So, you know, I feel like that needs to be consolidated. Horde and Overrun, definitely, probably something needs to happen there. Horde is by far one of the most popular modes ever invented, which is why you know, after Gears 2 introduced it, we saw tons and tons of games mimic it because it just makes sense. The experience is there. It's great for people that don't want to necessarily hop into that multiplayer experience, but they can also play with their buddies. And Overrun was a great mode for Judgment. It was a fantastic game mode, in my opinion. For the game, one of the brightest spots about Judgment, I just don't know if it fits with Horde. You know, obviously I think they're two separate players, and I almost think Overrun could be its own standalone game experience. I really would like to hear what you guys have to say between the Horde and Overrun discussion, because I know that's one that sparks a lot of heated arguments about the validity of them both having one or the other. The other one I would have here is King of the Hill. Not Annex, King of the Hill. I would like players to actually stand in the hill that they're capturing instead of setting up around. I think that helps the flow of the game a little bit more. An event playlist that has a bunch of different rotations, including the 1v1 game mode that I talked about a while back. I think Guardian should go. You know, again, I'm not a big fan of all of these game modes that the objective is to just kill players. I don't really like that experience overall, and I think it's one of the worst things that that Gears of War has historically been about, is just killing the other team instead of actually making game modes that are focused around an objective, especially considering it's so focused on single life kills. I don't know about Team Deathmatch personally. I don't feel like it should be in there, but you know, I know a lot of people loved it. I don't know. It doesn't feel like Gears to me. Gears 3 introduced it. Not a big fan of it. Free for All is another one. I don't know. Maybe. But I feel like it just doesn't feel right in the game. The other one that I think would be fantastic is Light Mass. Light Mass bomb mode. You know, I've talked about a bomb game mode before. It just makes sense to me. Again, it has ties to the story. there's a clear, it could be an emergence hole that pops up. You can blow that hole up with the light mass bomb. Locusts have to protect it. Power weapons on the map. It just seems like it would be a fantastic mode that involves a lot of strategy, teamwork, and a single life. So people are, players are concerned about, where they're setting up. It seems like it just evolves that. And to take a step back, when we were on Active Reload, we actually talked with Epic at the time about having a bomb game mode, and they just couldn't get it in. It is something that they were like, yes, we want to do this. It makes sense for the universe. So, I would be interested to see if Black Tusk kind of has the same feel, instead of having all these game modes that revolve around just killing the other team, have it be an objective, right? So that makes, I think, the experience a little bit more immersive and exciting. So out of that list, let me see, Execution, Cut Down, Light Mass Bomb, Horde, don't know about Overrun, King of the Hill, Event Playlist. That's pretty much it. I got 5, right? And if they include DLC, I would have it just be something like, include the maps in all of the playlists, and the DLC be some other, a new mode or something like that, that rotates in for that DLC. And that's what, 6, maybe 7. It depends on how many different DLCs they do. That's 6 playlists, right? I've cut it down significantly. I feel like you could still have a pretty good time. And if the population seems like it is expanding, you can add more game modes, take them away, put them in the event playlist. If people like it a whole lot in the event playlist, add it for a little while, see how it does. But I feel like that is something that needs to be heavily focused on for the Gears of War experience. Would love to hear what you guys have to say about playlists, playlist structure for Gears of War 4, what you would like to see. If you agree with me, if you don't agree. But again, I'm not trying to, this is just civilized discussion, y'all. We're talking about games. Can't we talk about games in a civilized manner? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like the video if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. I post videos daily, 2 p.m. Eastern. Every day you can catch a video, so don't miss out. And I'll see you guys later. Stay frosty. So you missed my previous Gears video, huh? Well, luckily for you, it's right there. Just click right there. Come on. What are you waiting on? Just click. Click it. It's right there for you. Come on. This is unnecessary.